Hi, welcome to the BizMiz project. Through these short digital resources, we aim to help you improve your digital and social media literacy. We are glad that you have stopped by to learn more about how you can protect yourself in digital and social media environments. In this lesson, we are going to talk about identity theft. So let's begin by explaining what identity theft is. Identity theft is a method used to carry out criminal activity involving unauthorized use of your name and personal details to either steal from you or commit a crime in your name. Identity theft can be carried out either online, physically using printed documents, or by a combination of the two. Celebrities such as Beyoncé and Britney Spears have had their private details stolen and posted online. If it can happen to them, could it happen to you? Your identity and personal information are valuable to criminals. If they get hold of details such as your full name, address, date of birth, phone number, as well as your credit card details or bank account numbers, they may be able to steal your identity. They can use your name to open accounts, get credit cards and loans, or apply for state benefits and documents such as passports and driver's licenses. A full picture of your identity can be obtained from documents such as bank statements or the contents of your wallet, but can also be pieced together from information provided online. Criminals are becoming adept at hacking through weak passports or taking advantage of consumers over the internet. What are the risks associated with identity theft? Risks include being tricked into divulging personal data in response to an email, text, letter, or phone call, theft of or access to paper documents, for example, bank statements, utility bills, tax returns, passport, or driving license, sharing private information with family, friends, or people who take you into their confidence, shoulder surfing, people looking over your shoulder at your computer or smartphone, tablet, or at the ATM. So how do you know if you are a victim of identity theft? What are the symptoms? Unfortunately, online identity theft may pass unnoticed for some time, during which great damage can be done to your financial security. Some signs that a victim might notice are unexplained bank withdrawals or credit card charges, not receiving bills or other correspondence suggesting that a criminal has given a different address in place of your own, cards or checks are declined, debt collectors make contact about debts the victim knows nothing about. They receive notice that their information was compromised by a data breach at a company where they do business or have an account. Their bank or credit card provider makes contact about suspicious behaviour on their account. Here are some things you should do if you've been a victim of identity theft. You should act promptly in order to minimise the impact of the theft. Contact any affected websites and advise them about the problem. If you can, log in and change your password immediately using a strong password. If you are unable to log in, contact the website's technical support department immediately for further advice. Ask your bank, building society, or credit card company for advice, for example, on freezing accounts and getting new cards, passwords, and PINs. Most will refund the full amount lost providing you are not negligent in some way. Change your password on other websites in case they have also been compromised. If a website access requires a secret question, change it if you can to avoid repeat incidents. Check your other personal information such as addresses to make sure it is still correct. Check for other transactions, items for sale or items purchased in your name which you have not originated and cancel them. Report all lost or stolen documents, passports, driving licenses, credit cards, checkbooks, etc. as soon as possible to the relevant issuing authorities. Do not continue to use a compromised PIN. Check with credit reference agencies for any unusual entries and for advice. Finally, what can you do to prevent becoming a victim of identity theft? You can greatly limit your risk of online identity theft by following simple security procedures such as do not share account information with friends, family, or other people. Ensure you always have effective and updated antivirus software running. Check your statements. Watch out for any payments you haven't made and check that the correct amount has been debited. If possible, arrange for paperless bills and statements. Destroy documents, file sensitive documents securely, and shred those you no longer need, preferably with a cross-cut shredder. Avoid cold calls. Never divulge private information data in response to an email, text, letter or phone call unless you are certain that the request is from a bona fide source. Always be aware of people looking over your shoulder when you are entering private information on a computer, smartphone, tablet or ATM. Set privacy settings. Make sure that it is not possible for the public at large to view personal information about yourself online or on a social networking site. This may provide an avenue for criminals to build up a picture of your identity. Keep your details close. Writing passwords down on your mobile phone or forgetting to cover your PIN at ATMs are just some of the ways that physical fraud can take place. The safest place for your password is in your head. Finally, there are a number of simple, straightforward actions you can all take to protect your online identity and guard against online theft and fraud. Choose strong passwords. This is particularly important for the extra verification services used on some websites. Never pick obvious passwords like your date of birth or simply password. The strongest passwords contain letters, numbers, and symbols. Randomly mix up symbols and numbers with letters. You could substitute a 0 for the letter O or @ sign for the letter A, for example. If your password is a phrase, consider capitalizing the first letter of each new word, which will be easier for you to remember. Stay secure. Before entering payment details online, check the link is secure. There should be a padlock symbol in the browser window frame, not the page itself. The web address should begin with https and 2 forward slashes. The S stands for secure. Now you have completed this short video, you should have a better understanding of identity theft and how to protect yourself.